There is a reprieve, and you are there. The fire is lit. You see just smiles start to appear on the villagers, like they are saved. Are they saved? For now, you have a lot of stakes, so you could conceivably keep this fire going for hours. But the thing is that you're noticing something about these stakes, and that is that they're burning quickly. Now there are two huge chutes filled with them, but so you have hours.
Yeah. So I want to say let's assign a couple of villagers to feed the fire and keep the dead back, and then we need to go figure out another way out of here. There's got to be another exit, or we can find a place to carve out a hole or something. We need to get out some other way, or figure out how to destroy that big statue so the dead. I mean, I don't know how the magic stuff works, but if we kill the statue, maybe it kills the dead.
Darian thinks upon this. Let us not call it the statue. Let us call it what it is. Let's call it the maw. I think we can hurt the maw. I don't think we can kill it. If we hurt it, we perhaps could weaken it. If we weaken it, perhaps we can come up with a plan to defeat the dead, or the dead will become confused. I don't think the dead will. I don't think we can do more than that. I am not. Understand, I know nothing of this but myths and legend. I know nothing of this except for scrolls that have been written from other scrolls that have been written from other scrolls for generations upon generations. But perhaps he is right. Perhaps we light it on fire, and perhaps there are things that I can do that can weaken it even more than that. I will say no more of it, but perhaps I can do this. But once we do, we have to come up with something.
You said you've been touched by it?
Yeah.
And he smiles, Fate, because he's bananas. No, he is who he is. You see, he underwent something magical and horrific, and it might as well have been a walk in the park. You are utterly astounded. He is who he is.
It comes in smokes, and if it touches you, then you lose all will to fight, and it starts to slowly suck your soul until you age and eventually die.
The villagers all whisper, roll 20-sided.
18.
And Sagar says, well, then how are we to get close to it?
I'd say you don't. You've seen it before, maybe you can light it on fire.
I can try, yeah.
Darian says, I am worried. I'm worried about your health, brother.
I'm not afraid to die.
Well, call me mercenary, and perhaps I am not afraid if you die either. But friend, if that thing is pulling your very life, your very soul from your body, perhaps it strengthens it. Perhaps your death means it becomes stronger. In which case I care very much whether you live or die. The truth be told, I do care, even if that were not true.
Thanks.
I say, how did you escape it the first time?
Just willpower, I guess. We were trying to fight it, and then we stopped trying to fight it, and then we started wanting to fight it again, and somehow we managed to escape. It wasn't really a good way of explaining what happened. It just kind of happened.
I want everybody to roll 20-sided one time.
10.
12.
15.
All of a sudden, something happens that's totally unexpected. Something like fire, whoosh, comes into the cavern. Through the entrance, across the cavern, into the other wall. whoosh, and is lit, and you see fire over here, like someone just threw a spell of fire into your cavern, and everyone backs up from it.
What the hell was that?
And it burns over here by the wall that the chute and the statue were over. So it came through the opening and now burns over here.
Can I go look at it?
You can.
Yeah, I approach it.
Roll 20.
16.
Oh, you see an arrow.
That's what I expected, but
You see an arrow on fire, but the thing is that these arrows, in fact, roll one more time.
17.
You see a Liftari arrow. All right?
I say, what's this doing here?
The Liftari are like the most savage, badass desert warriors around. They're nowhere near here, nowhere even near here. We're talking about the deep, deep desert. They are, if you wander into Liftari territory, you die. You just do not survive unless you are their honored guest. Why a Liftari arrow that is in fire has been shot through the opening, you do not know.
I pull out the arrow and I go back to the group. I say, this is a Liftari arrow. There might be people alive out there.
Actually, Darian, he nods and he says, indeed, there was a Liftari with the original party. More, I have not seen him. I have not seen him for most of this battle. Perhaps he went to the cavern and told them of what happened and protected them. Perhaps we have help outside of this cavern.
We'll clear the statue if it's safe. We'll take 3 men on each side, clear the dead, and then move.
You hear the dead. Well, okay. You do so. You clear the statue. Roll 20-sided.
9.
It might be hard to put the statue back in a pinch because it's hard to move. In fact, part of it breaks, which means it's not going to quite be as effective when it goes back. But the fire is keeping the dead back so that the statue isn't needed right this second. But the dead are right there. There's a space between them and the fire, but they are right there. And when they see you, they go from lumbering to... They have 2 modes. Lumbering and attack mode. As soon as they see you peering out at them, they go into attack mode. But roll 20-sided because you are now in a position where you can see out.
15.
And you see...
I call out and say, come quickly.
You see a female Liftari warrior across the village with a bow going like this. She is on a cliff face by the smaller rock formation, going like this.
I relay what I see to the group. I say, there's somebody out there signaling.
You go there and you see, and Darian says, yes, that is Kulan. She was with us. She was one of the ones who fought off the bandits. She is signaling for us, but I know not why. And as you look out, you see her go like this. And then she keeps on repeating.
I relay what I see to the group. I say, I think she's saying she's gonna go around, but I don't know. Somebody else take a look.
And you see her, and she pounds like this. It is the bet. You are far away.
Yeah.
The best she can do is these huge arm movements for you to even see. And that is the best she can do, but she does it over and over and over again.
I say, if she's standing out there in the open making signals for us, it might be safe where she's at. She's not getting swarmed by the dead, so maybe somebody should go out there and talk to her.
Sagar says, "It's not safe on our side."
But how far away is she?
Across the village is in that. They are. So you're here at a high vantage. She's on the other side of the village here.
Horseshoe zip line.
Yeah, if you had a few 100-foot zip line, you could get to the if you would have to get past the dead. That's the only thing, is that there are scores of dead. In front of you, you know they can crawl up the cliffs. You know that they came up the stairs. So where you guys are is like you are in the middle of the anthill. But there is a fire between you and the dead that could probably last hours, but that's your only...
I say, well, do I recognize it as military hand signals?
Roll 20-sided.
16.
Put military hand signals on your paper, and I will... The best you can make out is us, this direction, us, this direction, you, this direction. You have no idea what this means. All of this direction. Actually, that's out of order. Us, this direction. All of this direction. You, this direction. That's as best as you can come up with based on what you know of hand signals.
Is that west or east?
She's pointing towards. This is where the rock face is. You're here. This is outside the village.
Okay.
Okay.
So I relay to the rest of the party. I think she wants us to go that way. They're going that way, and I couldn't understand everything she said, but there's something happening over there. Maybe safety. She seemed adamant.
Sagar says, "How are we going to do that if we have 3,000 of them outside? We have a campfire protecting us from 3,000 of them. What are we going to do? We can't go in any direction. We either go see Mr. Leather or we go and get eaten."
I say there must be another exit to this cave. Remember the elder said that this site adjacent 40 paces was sacred, and the nose and the beak was protecting or something. There was power related to that. These must be connected, or maybe we can find a tunnel or create a tunnel. There's got to be another way out of here.
Darian shakes his head. He's like, "From your lips to the ears of the gods, my friend, but this all looks like rock to me." But then you hear one of the villagers, "Look! Look!" And all of you kind of rush over, and you see the dead moving away from the campfire. And from your vantage, I want one person to roll 20-sided one time.
You got it.
Right.
Go for it.
12.
You guys hear a male voice. "Hurrah! Hurrah! Follow me! Follow me! Hurrah! Hurrah!" It's distant. It's not loud like that. It's super distant, but you can hear it. And you see the dead start to kind of move away.
They're leading them away. They're leading them away so that we can exit.
Darian looks at you and says, "Let us prepare. All of us are going to run as fast as we can. We are going to run the opposite direction that they are, out of the village, and just go.
Yeah.
There's going to be fighting, but we're not going to be fighting scores of them. We're going to be fighting the ones that are outside in the field. There's less of them. Yes?"
Yeah, we have just a chance to head back to the village, right?
Yes. Okay. Darian starts to talk to the villagers and tell them the plan. You guys aren't, maybe you're sure of what he said or maybe not, but he comes back and addresses the whole group. And he goes, on my signal, you will follow me. I'm going to go down the stairs into the village. I'm going to go to the opposite rock face. I'm going to go towards the exit of the village, down one of the narrow streets, and into the plain. I'm going to go straight towards the rocks, and I'm going to kill everything in my way. I would like everyone to be interspersed throughout the villagers to protect them as we go. Can I count on you for this?
Of course.
Yeah.
Is the village elder
Roll 20 sided.
the one with the staff?
Roll 20. 11.
Good time.
You do not see him. To be honest, it happens exactly the way that you thought. All of the dead start to fall, and it takes minutes for them to, because some of them are shambling, some of them have moved into high gear, but they start following, and the ones that are shambling follow them, and it just becomes like a herd, and they've forgotten all about you. And they start to move, and they follow. Whoever they're following, you do not know, but it was not the Lithari warrior, obviously. And Darian says, now, with me, we go. And he goes out, and you see him run, and he's going down the stairs. Everybody roll 20 sided. And everybody up. 19.
18.
This is it. When you guys get down, you see that they are still shambling, and he is cutting them down as he goes. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. And it's just stragglers, and he is on fire. He is like a human wrecking machine, taking them out one blow, one blow, one blow. You are in awe of what he is doing, but you know that it's going to take more than that to get all of these villagers safe. You get down the stairs, he actually goes straight down towards where the Lithari was. Mm-hmm. You hear howls, you're looking around from your vantage, you see a man, you see actually two men on a horse, and they are leading them out, coming back, leading them, like they are making every effort to try to get these things to follow them, to save you, and you are going away from them this way. I want one person to roll one time.
This is for who?
This is for everybody.
13.
Okay, do you guys spread out through the column like he asked?
I stay close to Darian just in case he needs help.
Okay, so you're near the center. Where are you?
I'm like near the back.
You're near the back. Where do you go? You go in the front. You guys move out. You see that I want one more roll. So far, so good. You are moving quickly, but you're moving fast. You're moving silently, but fast.
16.
Even with babies, everybody just has this instinct to be quiet. You get to the rock face. You take a sharp right. You are now going down the alley, one of three that lead to the exit of the village. They are being led down this far one, you know, and you are taking the villagers out, but you are going to the same plain that he was having such a hard time getting through. This is not smooth sailing. The only thing you guys can hope for is that the majority of them have gone with the horsemen. Mm-hmm. You see Darian burst out in the plain, and he just begins to run. He runs towards the nearest bolt of them and just starts engaging with them, and the guy is just on fire. Whack, whack, whack.
And I'm right behind him.
You are right behind him, and he turns to you and says, stay with them. And he's running from bolt to bolt, but you see the ones in the plains start to converge on the villagers. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like you're attracting attention in spite of everyone's best efforts. And you have the rings of these guys to get through before you get to the rocks. You understand? You are in the rear. That might be the toughest spot. But you feel your strength returning to you, and you're like, shik, shik, on to the next adventure. In fact, you see one of them coming straight at you. He goes from the lumber to a sprint, and you see that dark blue color in his eyes, and it's the same color as that ink that came out that almost killed you. Yeah. And it just fills you with rage. You're +1 as it charges you. Roll 20 sided.
19.
You cut it down, and you see two more, and you are backing up. Actually, you see like a woman with a child, and she is the last one. And as soon as she passes, you're the rear guard. You are the rear guard. After you, there's a woman with a child. 2 more are rushing you. They come in, one on the right, one on the left. They'll be on you in 3,
I swing for the one
2.
on the right.
You swing for the one on the right, then you go for the left. Get hot.
9.
You lock him up. You just hit him right in the arms, and the arms go like this, but you don't cut anything off. And the guy to the left rushes. You have just enough time to swing as he lunges at you.
Whoa. 1.
That's bad. You see him. You lunge at him. You actually cut off his arm, but the other hand goes like this on the sword hand.
Yeah.
And you try to pull it away, and it doesn't come. And you're like, oh no. And then the other guy recovers and tries to tackle you. Roll
I try to
20.
kick the first guy off my arm.
Add +1.
2.
You try to kick the guy off your arm. The other guy grabs onto your legs. He doesn't tackle you, but he's grabbed onto your legs, and you are going to go down, down. And the guy who has his hand on your thing pulls you down, and then you're down. Your only thought is, I better take these 2 guys out before more come, or else I'm dead.
Yeah.
And that is absolute truth, and you know that.
So I try to throw the sword onto my other hand and then try to cut the guy.
You reach over with your other hand to grab the sword, and you can put the pommel right in his forehead. Roll 20-sided.
9.
You have the sword in your other hand. You hit him with the pommel. It doesn't do anything. And he starts to go for your other hand with his good one, and tries to grab hold. And rolls a 1. He's not having too much.
2.
Okay. Time passes, and you realize that that's not in your interest.
Yeah.
More are coming. In fact, you can hear whoa as they go from that lumber to bloodthirst, and you realize that more are on their way at a sprint. Roll 20-sided.
11.
You are fighting. You're not getting anywhere with these 2 guys, but they're not biting you or scratching. You manage to fight, and you see another third one come into your vision and just jump.
I try to headbutt him. It's not gonna do home with 2.
He grabs hold of you. All of you are near the front. This is to see if there's anyone around who can help. Roll 20-sided. Roll 20.
19.
I'll let that stand unless that was a 1.
It was 2.
2 is just a number. It's a low number, but it's just a number. 1 is catastrophically bad. 20 is jackpot good. All of a sudden, you're like, I'm dead. Not because these 3 guys are killing me, but because more and more are showing up.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, the guy who jumped on you, his head disappears. And the other guy gets lifted, and you see Sagar. He is literally throwing guys off of you and fight. He's like, get up! Get up! Get up!
I get up and I try to sprint away.
You got very lucky with that roll. And you sprint away, and Sagar follows you. He's like, were you going to leave me behind?
Come on!
Where are you going? Where are you
Get out
going?
of here! We need to leave.
Roll 20-sided. You are near the front of the column with him. You see them coming from everywhere, but just in little scattered groups, 1s and 2s and 3s. But they're coming towards the column. The villagers are not warriors. So this is bad, but the thing is you guys are doing the best that you can. Darian is running from group to group, just cutting people down. You see him, he comes back to the village, and all of a sudden he sees 3 coming, and he runs towards them. You are right there.
I'm trying to make ranged attacks this entire time. Before they are able to come close to us, I want to use my horseshoe or my pitchfork as a sling.
Okay, you see her do something really unusual. She has almost like a pitchfork spear as a weapon, but she puts like this horseshoe on it and she spins it, but then she uses it almost like a staff sling, whoosh, like this, and she actually throws this iron horseshoe at one of them. Roll 20 sided.
Ooh, that's cut. 12.
It rings off one of their heads, and you see it go down, and you just put another horseshoe on, and without even seeing what happened, whoosh, you just want to keep them from the villagers. You do another one. Roll 20 sided, and I want you to roll as well.
17.
Bam! As you hit another one,
15.
you come upon the 3, and the good news is they're coming towards the villagers. You're going to come in without them looking at you. You get one freebie. This is at +6.
Okay.
The other 2 then will see you.
Am I rolling for damage or?
You are rolling to hit.
Oh, to hit. +6. That's a 1. Well, I lunge.
You lunge, you miss, but the thing is that your hand goes in front of one of them, and it's just a very natural thing for him to grab your arm.
Mm-hmm.
And both of you go down, and the other 2 turn, and you realize that that is the absolute worst position that you could be ever.
I drop my sword, grab my dagger.
The only good news is you drop your sword, you grab your dagger, and there's 2 that are standing. And all of a sudden you see one of them take a horseshoe and go down. So there's one that has a hold of your arm, and there's another one, and you have your dagger.
I bring my dagger around and try to get him in the brain.
Roll 20.
I got a character specific 20.
For him?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. So there's a 100% universal dislike here now. Boom! You blast him. You come.
Yeah.
You cut off the head of the other one.
Mm-hmm.
You're free, and you kind of back up towards the villagers.
I stand up and I pick up my sword and I charge at the nearest undead.
Fate, you do so, and you realize that you could be artillery for him. If he's in trouble, they get a horseshoe, and you're like, this kind of works. You put another horseshoe on, and you're following him at a distance. He actually charges 2 more. He is brave.
Yeah,
But he is protecting women and children.
Take a nice sidestep, like I'm dancing, having a good time on the battlefield, and swipe the other one down.
Fate, you're a +4 as you come on in a pair. Roll 20 sided, roll 20
I
sided.
think I sense his rhythm. 14.
3.
Okay, when you come in, she careens a horseshoe off of another one. You miss, but it doesn't back up, but it goes past you. And you turn and you just whoosh like this. It's not going to do much. A rapier's not going to do much like that, but it may hit him. Roll 20 sided.
Okay. I'm going to use my combat 20 character specific.
You go whoosh and you just almost decapitate him. It gives you enough time to put it right through his chest. That's 2 more down. These villagers have moved past the first ring. Roll 20 sided.
16.
You have killed 2 more. You are backing up. Sagar's like, we're gonna die. We're gonna die.
Or not.
I should have never come back for you. We're both gonna die.
Not gonna
And you
die.
keep going. You're going, and when you look over, you actually see an army of undead, but they're way over there going the opposite direction, and you're just like, I'm so happy I'm not one of the idiots that are leading those people away.
Yeah.
Because they are running off, and you know that whoever's leading them away has to deal with these stragglers, and if they roll ones, they're all dead. So whoever's doing that is absolutely heroic in saving your life. But one is coming on you again, but this one is one of the ones that has a spear. And it's going really fast. And you just see that bright blue light in its eyes, and you meet eyes with it with no fear. But it thrusts at you before you're even in range. You dodge. If you can dodge it, you can come down at pluses. Roll 20.
2.
You barely dodge it, but it's more because of the ineptitude of this creature that's more zombie than man.
Yeah.
You barely dodge it, but you can't come down. But what happens is, still holding the spear, as it lunges past, it comes down into your legs and breaks the spear on your legs, but you go down. And it just drops the spear and forgets all about the spear. It just drops right on you.
I call for Sagar to help me.
Help! Roll 20.
3.
You realize that he is fighting 4 on the other side. And he's dancing, but there's 4 of them, so it's like he's occupied.
Yeah.
This guy is crawling over you like this, gush, 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 towards your face.
I try to kick him off.
You try to kick him off. You want a good number.
4.
Okay, he bites down on your chin, and your chin is just the perfect size for the human mouth to go over, and he clamps down on it, and you just feel bone crack in your chin, and you are howling. The only thing is that when the human bite clamps down on the chin,
Yeah.
it ain't letting go. Okay, you are howling in pain. You feel the bone crack in your face.
Okay. I try to use the sword and stab him with his head.
You do so, you are at minuses. The strength is leaving your body. It's like all the old weaknesses is flooding back. The pain is totally debilitating you. He has snapped the bone of your jaw.
7.
You bring your dagger up. He easily grabs the wrist and pulls it down. So he's latched onto your chin. You are howling. He's got your dagger, and then with his other hand, he's reaching up for your eyes. And you're like, you have your eyes just squint shut, but he's putting his claws into your eye,
Yeah.
and he wants to rip out your eye socket.
I
This
try
is
kicking him
getting
again.
bad. You try to kick him off of you one more time. You want a roll.
9.
You manage to kick him, and his hand momentarily goes up, goes off of your face. It comes right back down. You want a really good number.
It's cocked.
1.
Oh no.
Yeah, no, I had like a hot streak going. I was getting like 20s, and then all of a sudden it's like 2s and 4s and 1s. So, not. I guess I'm kind of a hot and cold player. So, not the best thing to go.
I mean, you are loaded. You are richer than anyone else if you survive.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
You got so much loot.
Yeah. Let's hope I do survive. You have pretty good loot too.
Yeah, I've got a bit.
Yeah.
I've got a bit.
Is it just loot though, or is it? I mean, it's ceremonial, right? It's gotta serve. as
Theoretically,
some
there could be
purpose.
magic in there. I don't know.
My character doesn't know that. He just has one brain.
Yeah.
And but as a player, I want him to like, ooh, what's this do? Can I use this as a weapon, as a magic weapon? But my character doesn't know
And
it.
it's so
Right.
frustrating that I don't know that you guys have these things on you, and you would never ever tell my character.
Right, we would never
You know,
would.
if there's any magic on there, they asked him, say, do I sense any magic on because you got magic sense.
I do have magic sense.
So,
I feel like there's so much magic all around at this stage that I should have probably seized that opportunity earlier.
You might get the opportunity.
yeah.
Depends. I mean, we're fighting, and there's no way we can keep all this loot on our person without, like, on the ground rolling around with dead bodies. I probably dropped a few of those urns already.
Yeah.
You might have crystal shards too.
I wonder
Right.
if that black powder was playing.
Oh my.
I think it was from magic powder that could be used in rituals, so
Yeah.
that was what was keeping them down there. With those kinds of powders.
Sort of like magical evolving fluid for gods.
And I love how your character just has absolutely no respect for sacred places.
Yeah.
Just like this sand on the floor, brush it away. These jars, I'm taking them.
Yeah, he's kind of an idiot.
That statue, I'm whacking it.
Let's touch it.
But your character's resilient. Four waves of undead. You somehow managed to get through it.
I think he's got the most
I
basic
love
and
thinking
most
that.
effective strategy. I run away.
Yeah.
You lost him.
I move
Well,
away.
dude.
I know.
That's it.
Well, he left civilization and left me by himself.
Mm.
And so he was already uncomfortable just being around everybody here.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the only reason he came to this town was because of one thing. It's the end of somewhere. So, when he recognized that statue as warding evil, and knew there was bad stuff down there,
Mm-hmm.
he's like, I'm not going to go down there. And then, after a while, he's like, they're going to wait whenever it is up, and it might come up here.
It seems like your intuition was spot on.
So,
Yeah.
unfortunately, I didn't count on the whole army of zombies outside.
Yeah. Yeah, you got the better end of the deal.
Yeah, if I didn't leave quickly, I was gonna end up back up there with you guys because there's nowhere else to go. I couldn't stay in the town. It was gonna be overrun.
Yeah, I didn't play the last game, the Road to Megara,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
because this is kind of a pre-existing context, right? So I don't really know how big this village of Carthag is. Like, it seems like sometimes there's a few villagers, or there's a lot of villagers.
I got the sense that it was maybe between 50 and 100.
Yeah.
You know, it was the stone isn't that huge. It's tall, but it's not like it's a mountain.
Yeah.
And the village was only the one that had semicircle for one part of it.
Mhm.
So it couldn't be that big.
So I'm thinking that even if we make it back to the village, which it sounds like we did, doesn't offer much protection to begin with. Like,
No,
we can't fortify the walls or anything like that.
you guys are out of the village. You guys went to the village and made it out the other side.
Oh, we are past.
You guys are going through. You guys are fighting going through the rings of undead.
Oh, that's right. We would find.
So the village is not that big. You made it through really quickly.
Got it. Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen next. We're kind of in a tough spot, but I think if we can, like, you made it through. We don't know that, but you made it through after 3 or 4 rings of undead.
There's 4 rings.
And I think we've made it through. We're on our 2nd ring, so maybe we're halfway through with flying.
Yeah.
It was I mean, really, there probably should only be 3 rings. First, should probably get into the town. I don't think, but I don't know what he's thinking.
Never know what the DM's
No,
thinking.
no, but
At a certain point, we have to reach some form of horse or camel map, right? I mean,
there's a camel over there.
Yeah, I was wondering if we could spot the
Oh no,
camels.
I got to it by I got to it by now.
yeah. What's this camel's name?
I don't even know. But you know what? I did cut one camel loose lately. There's a camel running around.
Yeah, that's the camel I'm talking about. We must see it by now.
Yeah.
Because you cut it loose in the beginning. We must be near us.
But yeah, unless it's an animal. Anyway.
Yeah,
I would run away from undead if I was him.
I really hope the next episode starts with the camel swooping in.
Yeah, camel saving you. That'd be funny.
Oh, that would be awesome.
I mean, if you
So
might-
first, I delay
you
the
probably have a lot
waves
of faith.
from getting to you guys. Then I send a camel to the rescue.
Yeah, I could.
You owe me
You
a
probably ought to before the next game starts if you play this character again.
Yeah,
something.
I love this character. He's good. He's fun.
Oh, the Sinbad?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's great.
I like our kind of relationship we have. It's kind of like a brotherly kind of competitive.
And 3 times in a row, we rolled the same number.
Yeah, that's
know.
crazy.
11 and 15. I don't know what the third one was. 11.
I think 11, 15 too.
2, yeah.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
Yeah. We thrive together and we die together.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Low, middle, high.
Yeah.
that seems to be the interesting thing about this game is RNG, right? It's very random.
Oh, that first fight against those 2 bandits, I rolled like 20 times. I got broke double digits twice.
Yeah.
You know, I got lucky to get through that. But then towards the end of the night, I was rolling much better.
Yeah. Oh, and this guy was throwing 2s and 3s for like 10 in a row. It seemed like.
Yeah.
You know, it can be brutal.
I kept dropping 20s to save you guys. And then I got back to my chin and rolling 4s.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't you hate that? It's like you drop a 20 for a character that's not your own, and you know that was a 20 that you could have used later.
Because I'm in the middle of a wave of zombies. So,
Yeah.
you know.
It's so funny.
Now, recognizing the game mechanics, though, there's really never a reason to use in anything other than angel things, right?
Well, you can only use. There's a limit. Like for the stories.
Right,
2 voices.
but they're always cheaper, and
But
it could be like
yeah,
so long as we're just really good at gauging when the other people need help.
Yeah.
use angel on each other. Yeah.
But sometimes the people around the table might be your enemy. So
Fair.
This is a good one to look to just to buy.
Mm-hmm.
The specific character story 20 to surround. It's on that character costs 9. It's 20 out of combat.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
sometimes just things will be like this is super important for your character, and you want it, and what's handy.
Yeah, and I didn't realize that you could do it for yourself. Okay.
It's only the angels are for other people.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only one that I never buy is the new set of dice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that either.
Or angel dice.
Yeah. Well, okay, no, I did one time, like maybe my second game I played, just to see if it made a difference, and I guess I'm not superstitious enough. It didn't make a difference. I kept throwing low. Yeah, we're in a pickle, but I think if we get out of this scrape, I wonder what's next, because we didn't get the artifact thing that she was looking for.
Yeah.
I was thinking, because remember, there was a ritual behind it.
Okay.
The elder had a staff that he was stuck into those things to do that ritual at the other place. Maybe if you put it in the copper tube up top, or a bronze tube outside the door, it might have been able to steal her or weaken her or something.
Yeah. I mean,
But I couldn't say anything then either.
I'm just trying to remember the way that staff was described was as if it was to be placed on something roughly the size of a
Like
fist.
at the top, it was like a hand like this.
Okay.
So like this, at the top of the staff was a hand that was
Okay.
grasped something.
maybe like a hand
Yeah.
smothering evil or something. I hope.
Or just like if we find something that looks like an evil glowing orb, you can just snuff it out.
Yeah. I like that idea.
So you go up to the mom, be like, got your nose.
Honestly, the minute that I heard nose, I'm like, oh, how is this hand and the nose? Like, how are we gonna make this?
Oh, no, I was picturing it like picking the nose or something.
Like, because it's like video game logic, right? You've got to like pick up the wrench. There's gonna be a point to it, right? So the talisman that's like a finger, and there's a nose. I'm like, do we have to pick the nose? Do we have to? Anyway.
I like that this is a classic dungeon, right? You're
Yeah.
underground.
Yeah.
It's dark. We're using torches.
When what's his name went down to get the wooden stakes to burn, I thought he was not going to come back because I thought that shadow that was coming down that you were running away
Yeah.
would have been down by now, close to it.
Yeah. I thought too that it was like gonna sooner or later come up from like the little hole and try to
Mm-hmm.
kill everybody.
I thought so too.
Yeah, the statue doesn't seem to move, right?
No.
But it was starting to move.
It was starting.
Even there were mouths moving on it, it was starting to do stuff.
I think we should burn it.
Yeah.
Yes,
Set
we have the
thing on
chance
fire.
there. But what do you think these stakes were used for originally? And they had to serve the purpose, right? Maybe they were like steps. Or...
Well, no,
That's what I was
they were to hurt intruders. Like if you slipped, when they were strong, if you're going down the ramp and you slipped,
Oh,
you impaled yourself.
okay.
And when it went up, the only way to get it was up. When you go up
Yeah,
the other
but-
side, it would just be handfuls flying. You know.
Unless that means that there's another exit, right?
Well, that's
And people-
what I think. There's got to be another exit.
But they were facing the wrong direction. They weren't facing up.
Oh,
They
you're
were
right,
facing
yeah.
down. So you weren't gonna slide into them, and you weren't gonna. We were running up so fast you were gonna impale yourself. So I didn't get their purpose.
Yeah, to me they seem structural. Like maybe at one point they held steps or something.
Yeah,
It might be
yeah.
steps.
Oh, that's an idea. But
Because-
if that would last, why wouldn't the steps last?
It's a good point. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's a dungeon. Everything's just
Yeah.
decaying.
Limestone steps.
What's your relationship with Ma Brown?
Oh, he was just like a legend that my people believed in.
Oh.
And I used it like the disguise to con people.
I see.
So like
Okay.
I like kind of like as a what are they called, like highway robber type people. Like I've just like put on this disguise.
Yeah.
And
You were conning people.
yeah, we'd spook them out of like their money. And then after a while, it turned into something that I guess is real.
So you start your build to start to awaken abilities. It's really cool. I like characters really good.
Yeah, did we figure out why you were even here?
I think that I was just drawn to this thing. I think that was the idea, right?
Just kind of compelled forward.
Yeah. At a certain point, like if everything you have always believed to be true is like confirmed, you kind of want to see it and touch it,
That makes sense. Yeah.
and then maybe run away screaming.
What people are supposed to be guarding these places and keeping these things in with rituals and stuff? Did you ever learn anything? Or any like?
I don't know. This would have been generations ago, and the way that like I and my brother and I were and not this is like
What happened?
do you know what? I don't know.
Yeah, it was when he was talking. It was you and your brother. Then it was just you coming in. I wasn't sure what happened.
I know that he passed. I don't know under what.
Okay.
I don't know. But yes, shortly thereafter I started
Right.
potions. But because we didn't really have much connection to our ancestors, it's because we didn't have parents to raise us.
Right.
We didn't take all of the superstition very seriously, which is why.
It would be interesting because if he got those really shortly after he passed, it would be interesting because like his spirit was helping him.
See, this is your first time playing this game, right? Have you played any other like D&D or other role-playing type games?
Oh yeah.
Nice. What do you think how it compares to what else you play?
I love the poker chip mechanic. I'm still trying to figure out how XP works.
I don't even know.
Yeah, so far it hasn't been terribly relevant. Like gaining levels, we don't really do much of that from what I've gathered. Everyone is still pretty much like 1, level 2.
Well, I couldn't see all the skills. So this is what's.
So what are the skills exactly? How do they help? Do you add those
Well,
later to those like skill checks?
Well, like, I got Thoth lore, mechanic language lore. So if we encounter things in the future, like sort of like I was able to use that later on, and say I've got chaotic language lore. Do I have heard of you people?
Mm.
And I'm over 20, so I knew what you were.
Okay, great.
And then I had Thoth lore, and I asked a question about something else that wasn't there, and I was able to use it for that.
Mm.
So once you have a skill, it's up to you to recognize situations where it might be relevant.
Okay.
You know, like mining, I use my mining to find the weak spot with the wall. I have metallurgy, I could eventually check out the bronze.
I wonder if the bronze was a way that whoever sort of tapped into the magic that was trapped in it.
Maybe.
I think that's the implication that he.
Yeah, like with the staff. Like maybe the staff and in bronze shoot or the like channel and back down. I don't know. That's just an idea.
He kind of insinuated that your character might know death magic.
I think that was like safe to assume. I mean, I'd be happy to try.
Yeah, well, that's what you.
But again, that would be a first for my character.
But in this game, that's how if it's something your character would try, we'd be like, hey, I want to try to tap into the death magic and see what I can do. And he may give you roll it, he say, no, you can't, or but that's how you find out.
Gotcha.
Good.
Well, I guess I'm heading back.
Well, we'll see if and when we get to revisit this scenario.
Yeah.
I wonder what Nashara was like. She said she had like some super power thing that was
She has some sort
in the cave or something. I don't know what she's
I
talking.
think she has some sort of sorcery to a degree. And was looking for a magical object to use.
I think she's way over her head.
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah. She came to you like, where's that?
Yeah. I was like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Fight what?
I wonder why my character didn't like and
Oh. The last session we had was in Segment, which is where she's from.
Mm-hmm.
And the nobles there are kind of foul, they unclean things, and they have sorcerers' powers, sort of demons, and the not good people. And so you, being a protector of the land, probably felt that in her.
See, I thought it was much simpler. I thought it was simply because you were a beautiful woman from a strange land.
I think that's why she didn't like her.
Okay.
But I think she felt something in
Oh,
Yeah,
I
because
see.
her voice was like poisoned honey. I
Right.
think was how it described it.
Yeah. So I think she was sensing the evil in Michelle.
She's not evil.
She's misunderstood.
She's
She's misunderstood. Yeah.
There's good in her. I see it.
You can.
Yeah, yeah, she's not as evil as long as she pays, right?
Yeah.
Iona, fantastic first job. I really liked your character.
Oh yeah.
I look forward to playing with you in the future, as I'm sure everybody else does, and seeing what you have to give. Seeing you play all kinds of different characters and different scenarios, and progressing into the future. I'm going to go ahead and give the Maw Iona 30.
When you came out and said asked what a 2 was, I thought that was good.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
I was honestly repeating what the other guy was saying. It's just like we have to go to the tomb, and so I'm just like,
You've never encountered either.
we have to go to the tomb, of course.
Garush, I really dug your guy too. I'm going to give your guy a 30 as well. I loved all your little flourishes and stuff. And Carth, I really got a sense of your guy as well. I loved how you kind of moved away from the party and did your own thing. Made total sense according to who your character was. And it was going at a scenario alone is a tough thing. And you did it, and you survived, and I'm going to give you a 30 as well. And Nathaniel, I thought Sinbad was a really interesting character. And I'm going to go ahead and give you a 35 in the keyword.
Ooh.
And yeah, keep it up.
What's the keyword?
What's the keyword? The keyword means that every time you roll a 20, it's actually a 19. And when you roll a 2, it's a 1. It really helps out.
Don't listen to him. It's worth 100 fate.